Alright guys, so we're back at Mr. Wen. This is currently our favorite buffet place because it's not really like any regular buffet place. You come over here, you get good service, you get restaurant-like service. I'll just give you a run through of my first plate. And for the Sunday lunchtime buffet, we have one of my favorites, which is anything pork, right? As you can see, I'm not the healthiest eater in the world, but that looks like the perfect mix of it's a perfect cut, perfect mix of fat and meat. And this one is the Hawaiian pork. So it's the Hawaiian pork. It's kind of like humba, but cleaner tasting. When I say cleaner tasting, I mean not quite as soy saucy and as salty as, let's say, or overly sweet like a typical humba. You know, it does have that sweet taste, but it's more, I guess, pleasing to the taste buds of those who might find humba too strong or too overly sweet or savory, right? But it resembles humba. So next on my plate, let me show you what's here. This one, it's their version of, I guess, crispy shrimp, and by the looks of it, it looks like you can eat everything, right? So I'm gonna take one big shrimp bite, shells and all. You know what's awesome about this? It's not overly salty. Usually when you get crispy shrimps, it's overly salty. It's too much, right? But this one, perfect. I can actually eat it by itself and I'm not having rice, so. Head, tail, everything. And of course, we also have their version of lumpia, which is wrapped like this. Parang nakabalot, right? It's like almost like a fried siomai, but it has that Pinoy the thing to it. So it's still lumpia, I'm assuming. So we'll find out what's inside. Very meaty. So not a lot of fillers, not a lot of veggies. It's almost straight up like ground meat. I'm not sure if it's chicken or pork. I'm assuming this is probably pork. Oh. And I saved the best for last, at least for this plate, which is the salmon in like a cream sauce. And I've had this every time I come here. They usually have this, and it's, for me, one of the selling points of this buffet. You go to a buffet and they have shrimps, they have salmon, you know, they even have lechon roll over there, which I'm definitely going to have. That already pays for itself, right? So it's super solid buffet. My God. Alright guys, now we have plate number 2, the lechon roll, which is very convenient because you can't always have a whole lechon, and the lechon roll is all the best parts of the lechon anyway. So I don't know if you hear that. The skin is crispy. Okay, so last time I visited, they didn't have this chicken inasal. Wow. Oh wow. Definitely better than that other inasal. Yung favorite ni Coco Martin, wala yun. Ito favorite ni Rad Trip. Ayan, ha? Ayan. Matalap. Matalap tong inatal, right? Alright guys, again, we're at the road trip and we are at Mr. WEN Cafe. And of course, Mr. WEN Cafe is first and foremost A Cafe, and we have our store in charge, Jay. Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Kumusta?
Okay lang.
Regular na ako dito. We're very familiar with one another because I can't get enough of Mr. Wen. Well, of course, more on the buffet side, but this time we'll be educated with their coffee offerings. They also have non-coffee drinks, right?
Yes.
But before that, I would like to ask Jay for the information of our viewers. What makes Mr. Wen Cafe unique and different from other cafes and other buffets?
Well, our difference from other cafes or buffet restaurants is kasi here at WEN Cafe, it's kind of we blend it ba.
Okay.
So we offer comfort food and we also offer coffee, some curated drinks as well, and then also the buffet.
Okay.
So we make sure that we offer the guests the good quality, the service, the consistency of the food, the taste, the flavors. So we value every feedback, and then we also make sure that what they are paying is we give them the very best.
They get value for
yes,
money, right?
Sa restaurant, sa food industry, it should be, the food and the service should meet there. So the food is excellent and the service should be excellent also.
Got it.
So it should not be like food is here, then the service is baba, or the food is baba, the service is excellent. So
Yeah.
it should always be on top, the same level. So
Alright.
excellence.
So what are your, not mga best sellers, but the favorites sa buffet and your dishes that are can't miss for those who will check out the buffet for the first time at Mr.
For
Wen?
the buffet, they should try the salmon.
My
Salmon
favorite.
is really good. We get the best salmon here in DAVAO. Shout out to Mindanao Butchers.
Yes.
So we get it from Mindanao Butchers, and also the carving. We have the roasted pork belly. We do have the chicken inasal.
Yes.
Then for the other stuff sa buffet, they should also try the pasta, and also our the guests do really love the Hawaiian pork,
Okay.
the pork dishes, and also the quesadillas.
I love how you mix it up because every time I visit, there's always seafood,
Yes.
there's always pork, and there's always a beef dish. Mr. Wen Cafe is a cafe, and this is one that we haven't covered yet, especially in detail here on the road trip. So excited ako dun sa coffee because I'm a coffee guy. Now we have 3 of your,
Yes.
I guess, popular coffee selections here. Can you tell us about the drinks on the table?
So to start with, we do have the cappuccino,
The standard.
and then we have here the caramel latte. Caramel latte is one of our best seller.
Okay.
So it's a latte, it's a coffee latte with caramelized syrup.
Okay.
And then we have here our non-caffeine drink. This is a hot drink. This is our Durian Delight.
Oh, wow.
This is a matcha-based drink. With,
Yeah, I was thinking durian and then it's green.
Yes.
So matcha and durian.
matcha and durian.
Oh,
So,
wow.
it's actually masarap siya. It's
Pero no
actually-
caffeine.
No caffeine. It's not caffeine.
Can you ask for caffeine? Can you have the option of it being caffeinated? Or talagang yung base niya decaf?
It's the base is really decaf.
Okay. But it's a hot drink, right?
it's a hot
wow.
drink,
Okay, so for those who are like Ian, my partner, doesn't want caffeine on his drinks.
This is my personal favorite.
Oh, really?
If you want something like you're just craving for something a sweet drink and a hot drink, you should definitely try this
And
one.
very local kasi durian
Yeah,
na,
durian.
diba? So if you want to
Like,
experience
it's a weird mixture of a matcha and a durian. But when you try,
It works.
It's heaven.
It works. Okay, so I'll take Jay's word for it. Okay, so of course we have the cappuccino.
Yes.
And I gotta ask, what is your ano ba yan? Espresso base? Yung base niya na
Yes,
beans and everything?
it's all of the coffee here. It's all espresso base. We use blended beans. We use 70% Arabica and 30% Robusta.
Okay.
And it's a specialized blend for Mr. Wen Cafe.
I mean, they have a very extensive menu here at Mr. Wen, from the food to the drinks. So best if you visit, and if you want suggestions, you can always approach Jay. Jay, can you tell them how to find out more about Mr. Wen on social media and where you're located and the rates for the buffet and operating hours as well?
Mr. Wen, we are located here at Ascendido Building. Ascendido Building is it's behind Blanco, the ground floor, and then we open Mondays to Sundays from 7 a.m. up until 12 midnight.
All right.
And then for the buffet, we do have, for the weekday rates, it's 599, and then for the weekends, it's 699.
All right.
And we also have some promos and some birthday promos if you are dining in groups. So to give some delight,
Yeah.
and then on our food, it's all comfort food.
Okay.
So yes, please
So
try.
it's not strictly Filipino, it's an international variety of dishes, but it appeals to the Filipino
Yes.
palate. And it's always seasoned just right. I haven't had a dish here na too salty or too bland. It's always just right. So, compliments to the chef and to, of course, the one in charge, Jay, who goes through his taste test before everything is released to the public or to the consumer. So again, check out Mr. Wen, and you can check them out on Facebook as well, Mr. Wen Cafe. But it's more than just a cafe, it's also an excellent buffet. All right, so Jay, thank you.
Thank you.
So this has been the road trip. Again, I'm going to be enjoying the coffee. And of course, visit Mr. Wen Cafe.